If you're new to our show, I'm Pox. Whoa, I'm waiting for somebody on Skype. See, nobody on Skype. Special guest today show. Some of you might know him as CPU Kid. Other people might know him as Rob. But he hosts a very popular podcast show channel that has surpassed our own. And he wanted to join us to talk about iOS 7. And also we got Couch Guy joining us, who's probably not going to want to talk about iOS 7 because he's not a Mac guy. And also the Fly, the annoying Fly, which I shall kill live on the internet. I'll go like all Obama on it. Let's see. Anyways, you're watching the show live, so post away in the comments if you have any questions. I'll give you this beautiful... Check, check, 1, 2. Hey, there we go. There's my mic. Test, test, 1, 2. This is me on my mic. I just realized I need to make sure all my audio sources have audio. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 3, 4. Check 3, 4. Check 5, 6. Check 5, 6. Check 7, 8. Check 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. So... if you're just joining, we have a show starting here in about 15-20 minutes or so. Got a couple of guests that are going to be joining me, and we will be talking about the new iOS 7. So please stay tuned and message on the side if you have any questions or comments. I said side because that's what I see, but I guess it's underneath the video if you're watching on YouTube Live. Looks like we got 3 concurrent viewers. That's cool. Hi, everybody. Just waiting on everybody to join in on Skype, and we will get started here. In the meantime, I will show you iOS 7. If you are not a developer, you don't have access to the beta yet, or you shouldn't be allowed access to the beta yet, supposedly, even though people are getting access. I had difficulties installing it for some reason. I ended up having to install... I couldn't install it on my real Mac. I couldn't install my Hackintosh, but I was able to install it on a VM version of Windows 8 on my Hackintosh. So, anyways, I ended up with it, finally. And so far, so good. Ooh, look, it's dark over in New York. So you can see all my friends here, but it's pretty cool, like the way it shows the heads in your contacts. And if you swipe up from the bottom, you can turn off Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, do not disturb, I'm gonna sleep. Adjust the brightness, play. AirDrop's pretty cool. Gotta find somebody else who has this on their phone to try it. And then AirPlay, of course, where we can start. Right now I'm using the dock connector. Actually, that's something that's pretty cool. I bought this last weekend. It's the HDMI connector, and it works now with the iPhone and the iPhone 5 and iPad, the newest iPads. But it's interesting. It just, like, when you plug it in, it automatically mirrors everything. It's not the same as the old connectors, which I guess is good. But although people argue the resolution's not quite right, there's some compression and artifacting. It's actually got a system on the chip built into it. It's a little mini computer. Alright, so what is there that's cool to show off on iOS 7? Mainly just this cool little background. Huh. It's hard to tell when you're holding it in your hand, but you can really see on this animation. Not only is it moving the background, but it's also moving the icons in the foreground to give it that dimension of 3D layers of depth. So that's kind of cool. Hello.
What's up?
Were you wanting to be on the show?
Oh, I don't know. What are you doing today?
I saw you were live on Skype.
I am.
You're live on YouTube.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
Come in my dark room.
You're kind of hard to hear.
Yeah, probably because I turned the microphones down. So what's the show about today?
I sent you a Google Doc.
I didn't read it.
It's on iOS 7.
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't checked it out. I mean, I saw it on your phone. Yeah. I don't know. It looks different. You know what? It reminds me of, like, they tried to make it look like Windows a little bit. Just the color scheme a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, they flattened it out. It looks a lot like Windows 8 or Windows Phone now.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Waiting on a call from Couch Guy and CPU Kid. They're going to be calling in. But they're running behind, and I saw you were online, so I figured I'd give you a buzz. Hey, how'd you brighten it up? Did you turn the brightness up on your monitor?
I can turn on my light.
Hector says that his 4th generation iPod is hosed, to put it politely. Hey, look, it's a light. Hey, you got a pretty good webcam. Do you have that? You have that Logitech webcam?
Yeah.
Hector, I'm sorry about your 4th generation iPod being all messed up. What's wrong with it?
Can't be as bad as smashing an iPhone into the door.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that one? Did you bring it? Did you bring it in to work?
Yeah, I put it on your desk.
Oh,
You didn't see it?
Didn't see it.
It's on your desk. It's all bent.
Really?
It still
It's bent?
works. Yeah, it's bent. Like, it still works, but the screen's trashed.
Do I work with Apple is a question. I am a developer, but note, all it takes to be a developer is $99. Whether I've actually developed anything, yeah, I tried a hello world and that's about as far as I got. I did convert some stuff in Flash once over, because I'd actually developed some like web stuff in Flash, and I converted it over to run the iPhone. But then Apple stopped approving those, so there goes my big plan of converting stuff from Flash.
Yeah, stupid iPhone and no Flash.
Oh, hey, there we go. We got Couch Guy on the horn.
Hey, I guess Yakko video, yes.
Where's your video? I see a giant T-Rex.
And there.
He's eating a spinning wheel.
So I just discovered why I hate rebooting my computer.
You hate what?
Rebooting my computer.
Oh, because it takes forever?
I turned it off last night, and it hasn't been rebooted for probably about a month. And, of course, so every update known to man needs to get its chance to notify me that it wants to update now. Multiple of them demand that they update now. I can't hear myself. Let's see. Let's fix that. Monitor on. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, you guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Can you guys still hear me? Okay,
yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good. I was just curious because I can't hear myself sometimes through this because of the headphones.
Gotcha.
And that makes it more difficult to have a conversation. I always feel like I'm yelling.
Are you? Are you yelling?
Sometimes I am. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's better.
You must have a pretty bright light. Your video feed, Yakko, looks much better than Couch Guy's.
Mine can do 180p. And I turn on the light.
You guys have the same webcam.
I think it's an LED light.
Huh. But, yeah, your audio's
I have a really nasty
really bad
fluorescent behind me.
compared
That
to...
would be my computer. You're probably hearing fan noise.
Then nothing. It sounds like you're behind like a work machine, like Ford factories behind you just churning out Model Ts.
Exactly. I've been trying to silence my computer, and it's still out.
Or are you using the mic that's on your headphones?
You could just drive down here.
I could put this on, but
Yeah, there you go.
What's wrong with that? It's fashionable.
It's got a big mic on it. Probably sound great.
actually, this sounds better. Let's see if I can switch it.
So next week, I probably will not be able to do the show.
Ah, what's going on?
I close on my house.
Ooh,
Finally.
cool.
So.
Closing on your house, huh?
Yeah, and then it will become that gray area of how long it will take me to get usable internet.
Wait, can you guys hear me better?
Yeah,
like
I can
that?
hear you.
It is this microphone.
That's what it sounded like.
It's plugged in somewhere.
Well, yeah, it's plugged in. There, can you hear me? Use it like a mic stand.
There you go. That's better.
It's better. It sounded pretty bad. It sounded like you were like far away in a distant
It was
tunnel.
technically by my computer, so
Yeah, that
It's
sounds
like
actually a lot
Why it
better.
sounded like
Way
you were
over
sitting in
here.
the jet engine. The 747 was taking off above our head. Have you seen this whole send money feature via Google?
I heard about it.
If anybody gets it on theirs first, there's a way that you can include somebody, because once you send them cash, they have to enable the feature.
Huh.
So
Well, send me some money, and I'll try it out.
if I get it, I'll send you $1,
Oh, okay.
and then you'll get it.
I can send you back $1. It'll be awesome. How much money are they going to take in the transaction?
As long as you use it in your bank account, bank account to bank account transfers. Like, so if it comes out of my checking account and then whatever I get goes back in my account, nothing. If I use my credit card, then they take out money.
Sounds fair. All right, so we got some comments here.
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, a new OS is coming out? Yes. There's a new one every year, and they announce it at the developers conference, which was Monday.
Which is this week.
So, yeah, there's a new one coming out.
Oh yeah, I should mention that you can actually downgrade. I found a place where you can downgrade. You were saying that you couldn't do it.
Oh.
But
Yeah, if you look, Rob put a link to how to downgrade.
oh, okay.
So, I was
didn't-
wrong. You can downgrade.
I thought I'd mention it. I haven't looked at the notes.
Yeah.
Hawks, I posted a video just for you on my page, my YouTube page.
Oh, on your YouTube page?
Yeah, it's gonna be just for you, because what I figure is that if you had actually bought the Blackmagic 2.5K, that would have been your reaction. It was Hitler finds out about the 4K camera,
Oh,
and I have a better one that's not. You have to go to mine though. I don't think it shows up in search yet. Just because
I don't know if I've ever been to your page before.
There's nothing on there at all worth a darn. It's like demos and things like that I've. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. Okay, so I'm watching the Hitler video now. This would be more interesting if I was showing everybody the video.
It might. Do screen share. Yeah, show it to everyone. Okay, you
Well,
can do
the
that.
problem is I'm watching it on a different computer.
Oh.
Yeah, they're talking about the new Blackmagic camera. Everybody ordered their one last year that was a 2.5K camera. They never even got the things, and then they announced they're coming out with the 4K camera. Yeah. It's only got 240 views. We should make one of these just because everybody does.
I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
You've never seen that meme, the Hitler video? It's the scene from Inglourious Bastards where Hitler finds out about the Inglourious Bastard guys. Anyways, so he throws a big hissy fit. So it's in German. So people subtitle it in English with whatever they want it to say. So whenever there's some kind of twist or big thing that happens, somebody puts out a Hitler video with Hitler's reaction to this news.
Okay, I think I have seen
Yeah.
at least one of them. I don't remember what it was, but yeah. And then they've also did the Spartan one.
There's 3 hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, it's hot.
Yeah. These lights are like really warm. I want to get LED lights in here.
Might be a good idea. LED lights get pretty warm too, but probably not as warm as those things.
No, these are heaters. These are, heat lamps.
Yeah.
Just like Philip Bloom.
I need to give you the one because there's actually I messed up when I put it on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
and I took a full minute off of it.
Oh, did you
There's
make
a minute
it?
more. I made that.
Oh.
There's a minute
Okay.
more that's not on there.
I thought.
You
I
should
thought.
be
Let's see if
showing
it's
it.
on my.
Oh.
Where is it? Where
Okay.
is it? Where is it? I don't know if I have it on. Do I have it? Maybe I do have my Hitler video. Oh, Hitler. Here it is.
So where'd you get
Hitler.
the footage? Did you rip it from the Blu-ray?
It's on. No, it's actually there is a YouTube video that has it in its on like it's got the captions as a caption turn on turn off.
Oh.
But you can download it.
Gotcha.
All right, let's see if I can share this with.
I didn't realize you made it.
They have a bunch
Yeah, I
of
made this.
That's funny.
Oh, they're all over the place. I actually got a warning from YouTube that this looks like content that was. Like, yeah, it's someone else's content.
I thought they decided to go with that one. Like they put what they do is they put ads on it and they make money from it.
Yeah, they do. They do put an ads on it.
Which is cool. It's better than banning it.
Well, at least it ends at a good point because I'll tell you what, there's another minute. I'll find it. And I'll find a way to send it to you. It goes into how he's going to release his YouTube, or he can't release his film now, and that he can't go to Sundance. And
But you didn't upload it?
oh, I screwed up when I was in a hurry trying to output it. Okay, before the end of the day, and I output it without looking at where I was in my timeline, and I only output 3 minutes instead of the full 4 minutes.
Huh.
Good thing is it conveniently ended in a good spot.
Did you put it together in Premiere?
Yeah. Which, there are a lot of freaking captions to put on this. You gotta start, like, I've seen a lot of these. Like, Hitler finds out about is a huge thing. But when you start actually mapping his script,
Yeah.
it's a lot more than you think it is once you get in there.
I'm surprised.
Like, plus it has to pace out for what you want it to be, and, you know.
It seems like they'd almost have an automatic generator now.
Almost.
Like, you have the script, like a Premiere file, like a project, and you can like just replace the text. So you wouldn't have to time it anymore. Ooh, that'd be a good video. Provide people with a project file and everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is on. Oh, it's actually had some more views than I thought it would. 200 some odd views. Yeah, it's only been up for like a week, if that. June 6th. Okay, it's been up for like five days.
Oh. Huh. That's not bad though.
No, I put it on one little thing on Facebook, and that's all I did. But I figured you'd get a kick out of that because
I didn't see it on
in
Facebook.
reality, oh, it was on the filmmaker thing that I'm a member of, this group I'm a member of.
Huh.
It's Frugal Filmmaker.
Huh. Frugal filmmaker.
It's a pretty interesting little group. But I thought of you the entire time, like, if he had actually bought the 2.5K, that would have been you.
Yeah.
So,
Are any word on when the 4K is actually really coming out now? Is it really going to come out at the end of July?
they haven't changed it on their website.
Or is it more like Christmas?
All right. But that's actually, yeah. You notice that, how can they release one when they haven't got the other one out,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the funniest part of that.
Yeah. 4K over the internet. Let's see that.
Actually, H.265 just started poking its head out.
You know,
And
actually, it's not that bad. I mean, YouTube can do it. They let you
H.
upload in 4K.
I'm trying to find out. Let me see if I can find the specs on H.265.
Like, 4K is
H.
4K is really vague. It's not like set in stone like 1080p is. They're like, as long as you got 4,000 pixels, or wait, no, that's not right. Anyways, there's different aspect ratios, and as long as it eventually equals out to be 4K, you're cool.
Well,
The,
probably stretches and.
So, like on YouTube, they just call it original resolution. Above HD is original.
I'm trying to think. There was a group that's working on the encoding on that, and where is it? It's not digital info. Maybe that's it. The Plex support. Anyway, I was trying to find the compression difference between the two, and it's twice as it's half the size for the same video.
Oh, for the what is it? 865?
265, yeah. That I can't find the exact moment, but and people say it's great, like that it looks nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. But the big point is that that's what the streaming will turn into, is 265 really, really quickly. Just because it makes for because your back end, like your computer or your TV isn't going to care how they're doing in the back end. It's their compression ratio streaming to you.
Yeah.
They change your software and no one knows the difference.
I hope for like cable and stuff, they just switch to a better codec and don't mess with the bandwidth. Quit lowering it because it's starting to look really bad.
On the TV side or on the
yeah, like satellite.
one?
Like
That's because the TVs keep getting bigger and bigger. And
you're watching the wrong channels.
Maybe.
No,
I mean, standard
NASCAR and sports aren't compressed at the same level that, let's say, the History Channel is.
It's true.
History Channel is compressed like 6 times as much as a NASCAR event. Still shows up at 1080p, but 6 times the compression.
It's true. It's like satellite radio. They're all like, oh, it's digital, it's better. It's very heavily compressed.
Yeah, and then it's all blocky.
And then the channels for talk are really compressed.
Yeah, because they don't have to worry about the dynamic range.
No, times it sounds like they're underwater, fishy, digital.
Trying to find the exact number on it, but it was a pretty impressive number. Oh well. Oh, here it is. Average bitrate comparison 2. Okay. So it's 44. MPEG 4. H.263, MPEG 2. Okay, it's 70% smaller than MPEG 2 at H.262. It's 40% smaller than H.264 with an AVC HP.
70%?
70% smaller than MPEG 2. Which is not anything to be chatted about, but it's hard to go through the wiki page and find out what they really are doing on things because there's so much data that it's anyway, so we're talking about something else tonight besides this. So
well, we're waiting on Rob, CPU kid. He's supposed to be joining in any minute now. He's trying to call in right now. I gotta try and add him. Let's see here. Gotta remember how to add people. Oh, here we go. Add people.
Okay. Goes from 4,112 kilobits per second to 1,900 kilobits per second.
Wow.
Yeah, that's half.
That's pretty impressive.
And the image quality, obviously the image quality suffers at some point because compression's compression. But they say they made a pretty elegant algorithm.
Yeah. That may just shoot the idea of like all these people downloading movies. They probably figured 4K is going to be huge downloads, so that'd probably kill the downloads a lot. But if it's shrinking it, that's not going to help them any.
What do you mean about trying to? No, I don't think that. People don't care about how big the download is. They're downloading 30 gigabytes when they're, trying to steal movies that were Blu-ray ripped.
Yeah, I suppose.
I think it's going to make cable operators a lot happy and reduce Netflix's bills.
Yeah, that'll help with the streaming services.
Oh, Netflix.
And then they'll come out with 8K and it won't matter.
Yeah, Netflix is I don't know. I used to like the idea of Netflix, but they're always behind on movies, so.
Well, they have to be.
I know, that's the thing, is they have to be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
To me, I could care less. It's so I watch it 3 months later. They don't get every movie either, so it's.
Doesn't help when you're. Never mind. It's not bad. Netflix is still pretty good, but Redbox is just right there. Although I'm streaming games, that sounds interesting. They're doing.
Game streaming is the same problem as Netflix. You get
well,
a 6 month wait, or you
that's
get
what they're talking about.
a year
Netflix.
wait. I guarantee it'll probably be more longer than it'll be a movie. It'll probably be 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Ew.
Maybe, I don't know.
As they say they're going to do with the old games, they're going to stream them to you on the new systems since they're not
Did you
compatible.
see the video I sent you?
No.
I sent you a clip in your email that said, how to share a game on a PS4. It's the funniest damn video that was released this week, and you have to watch it.
Really? Okay, let me pull
I
it up.
demand. Right now, let me look it up real quick. Let me see if I can find it. YouTube. Come here. How to. It seriously just like slapped Xbox in the face.
It pretty much sounds like PlayStation 4 is pretty much slapping Xbox in the face, pretty much everywhere. So,
All right, let's see.
other than like exclusive
Copy.
games, is pretty much where they're holding
Let's see.
out.
Chat. All right, chat with everyone. Paste. Please watch.
Okay, so
Paste.
wow.
Send.
This is how you share
Did
your
that show
games
up to
on
everybody?
PS4.
Yes, it did.
No,
Did it not show up to everybody?
no, I didn't.
How do I show up to everybody?
There is a way to share. There's a sharing screen share.
Yeah, you can share what you're watching.
I mean
No, it
the link shared.
That's what I want to share. Just share the link. You just watch it.
This
Right
is
now.
how you share your
You don't
games
need
on
me.
PS4.
Okay, I'm gonna Hey, Rob.
Alright, so I think everything's working now.
Okay, we're gonna watch this little
This is
video
how you
from.
share your games
I
on
can actually, if you
PS4.
want me to share it, I
This
can
is
probably
how
share
you
it
share
there.
Hey, I got it now.
PS4.
So I don't know whether it showed up in your chat at the bottom or not, but there's a link on the bottom of how to.
Yeah, I
That
got the
Sony
link.
put out a
This is how
video
you
this
share your
last
games on
week.
Okay,
How
okay,
to
I'm
share.
playing it now. Step 1. Sharing the game.
Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah.
By the way, I do get a kick out of the fact that every time Sony wants to make a little video, they just hang black curtain in the back of one of their, conference rooms. And like, here, we'll make a set. The folding table on the side that's supposed to look like a desk with a little lamp on it and a couch and the little chair. It's, and someone brings out a light.
So do you know?
I actually haven't seen any of these yet.
There's just here. Did you see the links on the bottom?
Yeah, I got them.
Check. Okay. There's just one. They're both the same thing, obviously, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, it just there was all this talk about PS4 can't share games, la 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 la. We did the same thing. We talked about it.
Yeah.
And
I
they're
do like that. Yeah, but I was so caught up on Apple news, like I haven't even seen the E3 keynotes, but I hear that Sony just killed it.
Well, and it's a big F off to Xbox, which was trying to murder them, saying that they weren't going to allow any disc-based games.
Well, they're just making it complicated. Yeah. They're like, oh, you can do it, but you got to go to a GameStop, and you got to have an account with a friend that's been on Xbox for 60 days, and it could be done, but,
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like, well, the Xbox is like, well, I don't know what the problem is. PlayStation's doing the exact same thing.
Yeah,
like,
that's what they said.
No, we're not.
Yeah, I swear, every year Microsoft just gets, like, stingier and stingier. Every year.
Oh, but, they're going to start charging to play online on PlayStation.
Oh, really?
Yep, you have to have gold.
Ooh, how much is that, though?
$10 a month or $50 a year or something like that.
Say
I thought
$45 a year.
I thought that was specific games. Like some games will have free online play.
See, I thought it was going to be special games, too. I thought it was just, like, if you want to have extra content and downloadable maps and things like that, the way to bypass that, the individual buying maps and things like that. So everybody, because that was a big problem that a lot of the Call of Duty games have, is that not everybody has the same map set. So if you're going to play at a specific level, you have to be part of a member group. And then you can play. You all have the same maps, you all have the same access, and you can all play.
Gotcha. How much is the Xbox Gold? Is what, 60 a year, right?
It's about 50.
50? See,
Yeah.
I would think Sony would try to, like, undercut that a little bit. So I don't think it'd be much more than that.
Yeah, that's weird how they do
I
that.
think right now
it's
like $48 a year right now.
Really?
Because I think it's like it's either it's like
No, I don't think Xbox Live or Xbox is 60 a year.
Yeah, I don't have an Xbox,
I know
so
it's
I wouldn't know.
a lot cheaper if you buy it by the year than by the month.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Or you can pay more for it and get a cheaper Xbox.
How much Xbox Live per year? Yeah, $50 a year. Looks like
50.
But they don't give you all the cool free games like Sony does. I'm really digging that.
That is kind of.
Well, yeah, this month Sony's giving away a crap load of games.
It's only $59 or $49 if you order it online for $10. You get a $10 discount, so it is $60 a year.
I saw some really nice titles for PlayStation Live.
Ow. Earthquake. Sorry.
Okay, you ready to record this?
Sure, I have no idea.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Guy in the group, so I'll just
Well, you guys will be the informed, and you'll
No,
Yeah,
because I get accused of all kinds of things. Every time I play devil's advocate on this stuff and start, playing the counterpoint, I get torn apart by the trolls.
That's good. Comments are
Welcome
good.
to YouTube, man.
They're like, Coach Guy's an asshole. Not everybody needs to be a fanboy.
I'm actually not a fan of Apple either, so you can trash talk me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forced him into an iPhone.
Gotcha. It's not a bad way to go.
It's not terrible. I
There
do
you
miss
go.
Flash. I do miss Flash though. Like.
Yeah, that's what I hear a lot of people say, but there's workarounds.
It's Flash too. Oh wait, I'm on Jelly Bean. It doesn't have Flash.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's the next thing, Mac Flash. That they're gonna license it. And, no, I don't.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, I'll pretend for
I
you.
was born ready.
All right. Hi, I'm Fox.
I'm Couch Guy.
I'm Yakko.
I'm CPU Kid.
You're watching the Four Smart Guys show.
The 2x2 Smart Guy show.
Yeah, there's
See, it was never TWO. See, and that's
true.
where.
Oh, trust me,
if
I've
it's
been here
two
since
smart
the
guys, then we really have an intervention with Pox and his spelling problem.
Wasn't there some dude
Two
also called
TWO.
There's a dude called Metrovar, I think, back in the day too, right?
yes, there was a Metrovar,
Yeah.
and there was also a Vita, which is weird.
Yeah, you can't possibly keep track of who's been on this show because it ebbs and flows. And the only thing you complain about is the fact that he finally switched from having the two guys on the logo
Yeah.
for like the stamp because he was just like sick of it. As soon as Raggable decided, I'm too tired at night.
We also had somebody donate the domain over for actual TWOsmartguys.com, so you can get to our website
Really?
that way as well now.
Nice. Or you just have it like redirect.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the big
there's
news.
that.
News. Opinion. Complaints.
Yeah.
Anticipation.
So we're talking about this this little guy right here. This is the iOS. Wait, this one. Yeah, iOS 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
This guy. That stuff.
So I've got it hooked up to a HDMI on here, so you can actually kind of see it,
Oh, nice.
which is weird because like it's got this, the 3D-ish background,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and you can see on it right here when you move the phone around. If you're looking at it, it looks cool because it looks like it's like there's different layers. Like there's a background layer, there's a layer of icons, and a layer of the updates. But when it's on the TV and you move it around, it's interesting. You can see the background's moving, and the icons are moving, and the updates are moving independently.
That's pretty neat.
That's their big, one of their things.
I mean, it does add a nice touch to it.
Yeah, I think it actually makes it look kind of like Windows phones a little bit. I mean, like the color scheme a little bit, and then they flatten out. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's what's that called? A skeuomorphism that they used to do, where they'd make like
Yes.
the notepad would look like a notepad, and
The calendar was held up and stitched by leather.
yeah, exactly. So they decided to drop all of that because they figure people know what things are. They don't need it to look like whatever that was before. Especially when kids nowadays never even see what the previous thing was.
I cannot wait for the day that the save icon changes. Floppy disk.
Yes.
It's gonna
I
have
don't
to
know
happen someday.
That's been there
What it
since
will
I
become,
can
no
remember.
one will ever know. But $1 million idea. What icon can you use for save?
That's a good
Comment
point.
below.
Yeah, we want to hear what was the next save icon because half the people who watch this have no idea what a floppy disk really looked like.
We were looking for a floppy disk drive last week.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
time to
drive or
find,
just a
too.
disk?
No, both.
A disc too, yeah.
I had to. I have this long story that I'll share. The last job I worked at, one of our teleprompters was like the original like thing came off of, the spaceship that colonized the Earth. That's how old it was, and like it had a turbo button that actually gave us 16 megabits of RAM.
Wow.
It only takes 3.5 floppy, and that's the only thing it can communicate with. It's a DOS kind of profile. I had to buy, no joke, 200 of them when the school store was getting rid of them for like 10 cents a piece. I went and grabbed all of them and put them on a shelf and said, "Do not throw away," because that'll carry the station for another 10 years, and then they can donate it to a museum.
All right. So what do you like about the new iOS 7? CPU Kid.
I just like how it's different. I mean, even like the lock screen, it looks really sharp. Like it looks more modern. It looks actually nice. It's finally something different. That's, everyone that's had an iPhone, or even if you don't have an iPhone, probably one of the reasons you don't like the iPhone is because it's the same. It's basically from 2007. I mean, we've moved on from that. Android's more customizable, and now we finally get something that looks different. That's my
I
big
personally
thing.
like the multitasking looks interesting to me, and the
Yeah.
it's Siri, added features on Siri, but it seems like it's still restricted. Like they need to add more commands, like more than what they got now.
Have you figured out how to change the voice to a male voice? Because they said that's something you can do, but I didn't see it in the options.
Yeah, I think I just don't think they've included that yet. I mean,
'Cause-
because even now it's still using the old school Siri voice, the robotic one. So
Yeah.
I don't think they've just added that yet. It's
okay.
probably coming in the next preview or something.
That makes sense. Because I was like trying to tell her to do it, like change your voice, change to a male voice, and they're like, no. So, like,
Yeah, another
apparently,
interesting feature is they're planning on trying to make it into the cars, like on the screens and stuff.
yeah, your cruise
Yeah.
is supposed to do that, right? It's going to have a Siri
my
button.
Cruise is, yeah, eventually it'll be upgraded to be able to do that. But yeah, I wouldn't trust the iOS map, but it would be cool to have some apps and stuff on the phone.
Well, that's interesting because, like, CPU Kid, you put Mavericks on, right? You got it running now on your
Yeah.
Hackintosh, and that was one of the big pushes is that it has maps now, and that
Yeah.
you can push it to your phone. And they're like, it's
Yeah,
better,
weird
we
enough.
swear.
It's not
Yeah,
like
it
it was before.
I mean, in my area, honestly, Maps is actually pretty good. I mean, like the whole, what's that called where you tilt the land flyover? That's not great. It looks like crap. But the actual like map data, the directions haven't left me stranded in a desert. So I mean, it seems
Not
to be
this night.
pretty good. Yeah, maybe tomorrow or something.
They had
But,
us
I
driving
mean,
around an airport in circles in Salt
Yeah.
Lake.
When we
Like,
first
this
got
bridge
the
hasn't been
phones-
built yet.
Yeah, Maps does it works pretty good on Mavericks though, but weird enough, I think it might just be because it's a developer's preview, but my location services doesn't work on the OS 10 version, and also I can't send the directions to my iPhone. Like I'm signed into iCloud and everything, but it just doesn't see my iPhone there for some reason. So I'm not sure what's up with that.
Well, I guess these are both beta 1s.
Yeah, exactly. So there's some slack there.
Yeah, other things about the beta, because I've been doing this like every year they come out with the beta. I try and put it on the first day and play with it, and
Yeah.
so usually they're pretty stable, but you know they haven't really overhauled the whole thing before.
Yeah.
Not so stable on my phone this time around.
Oh yeah, mine especially
Also
because
good.
it's not the 5, it's the 4S. I mean, it's real slow. Like all the multitasking, like the big animations, like switching apps, those are all very slow.
Yeah, so like the cool animations that when you switch apps or bring up apps, they kind of go in and out.
Yeah,
I keep
it's-
showing a bunch of
it's kinda
personal
like a little
information on my phone. Like the whole multitasking.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it works and like it looks nice, and when it does work, it looks really nice. But most of the time, it's pretty glitchy. It's just not optimized yet.
I find it interesting that they're doing FaceTime now with voice only, so that you could basically replace your cell service.
Yeah,
You don't
I think
use
it's
your
Wi-Fi
minutes.
only, at least at this point in time. But I have used it, and the call quality was very good.
Are-
It's much better than any phone call I've ever had.
And like I know that'd be interesting for us or for where I work, because there's a lot of places that have Wi-Fi but don't have cell signal.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to use like HeyTel and these other apps, but they're hit or miss. And
Yeah.
I think
I mean, honestly, at that point, you'd probably be fine with getting an iPod Touch because you have the internet, you can make voice calls, video calls. You're probably good to go
yeah,
if you have a lot of Wi-Fi around.
so that's good.
Yeah,
and then
but yeah, go ahead.
and then my only other complaint was that right now they kind of overhauled the multitasking, because before they had it so that like music apps and stuff were pretty much the only things that could really multitask, and they don't really work the same way in the new OS. So I am having problems with it working with my car, and like the apps for podcasts don't work at all for me. They just crash.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I've also heard of things like Pandora not working properly as well, like
Yeah.
when it's backgrounded.
Yeah, Pandora's goofy when it tries to multitask, and iRadio for me, the new radio app thing just barely even works.
Yeah,
Half
mine
time.
works, but only on Wi-Fi.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Maybe that was my problem. I was trying to use it on LTE.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Is there like any kind of like radio service or anything for Android with Google Play or anything? Like I honestly don't know.
Couch guy?
That'd be
Yeah, there's the Google Play has a streaming service the same as they
Okay.
they're trying to do trying to think of they just upgraded it. I'm trying to think of what it's called. 'Cause I ignore it because it's what's it do? Come here. You just went to was sitting here trying to look up the things you guys are talking about because I don't have one of these things. Like, oh look. Because they have your cloud service on your music, but I'm trying to think. They just added a streaming service, I thought. Yeah, they've got something. They've always got something that you can.
It's true.
Pay
It
money
is
for.
Google.
Yeah, so, it's interesting, of course. So, like, I did a thing for They Might Be Giants on the radio, and it pulls up right in the upper right-hand corner, buy the song, $1.
Yeah, Yeah, for every song it plays, it gives you like a way to buy it right there.
Yeah, so they're not messing around there. They want to make their money.
Yeah, exactly, and especially so because I mean, as soon as you launch the music app for the first time, at first the first thing it takes you to is the radio, so they want you to see it.
Yeah.
You know, they really want you to say, "Oh, what is this?" And then be playing a song on the radio and say, "Oh, I like this song. Bach, fine," and you'll buy it.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I want to keep that. Oh, I don't want to forget about it. Yeah.
So, Couch Guy, do you have any?
It's at a queue of things.
What-
Do I have anything to?
Yeah. What's your
contribute?
opinion?
I can't wait till I can buy my next Android.
Is there anything that you like about the new iOS that you're like finally at least they added it?
No, I honestly, and this is just the fact that I don't keep up with things that I don't use just because it's too much noise.
Yeah.
I have a hard enough time keeping track of my own stuff.
All
So
right.
it's like,
So,
if I buy my wife a new iPhone, I'm sure I'll hear about it. But it's as of right now, she's running the old school one. So
Yeah.
thanks everybody for joining us this week. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and we'll try and do our best to answer them.
tell us your impressions of the new iOS because I'm not going to get to play with it. You got to tell me about it.
You can follow us all over the Twitter universe. I'm at Walking Crow.
I'm at Tommy5C.
I'm at CPU Kid.
I'm at nowhere. You can't get a hold of me.
Yeah, goes hiding. See you guys next week.
Tell us
TwoSmartGuys.com.
about that save icon
Later.
down there.
Yeah, and don't be sure to check out CPU Kid's channel too.
Yay. You want to install Mavericks on a Hackintosh? Check it out.
he is the Hackintosh guru.
Yes.
All right, so that's the show.
Yay!
Yes.
Sorry, it's better for me just to sit and smile and go, huh? Than it is to contribute and bring down the show. I've decided.
So,
But it can do this. No, it's not because then it turns into this like pissing war of Android versus.
Yeah, and trust me,
That's
that's all
pretty-
you're gonna see. in
iPhone.
the
I don't know. It's
comments.
funny because like they added the AirDrop too, which we didn't mention.
oh yeah,
But the AirDrop is basically what the
Bump is?
Samsung's doing, kind of a little bit, where like the phones touch, but it's not quite like that. It's
Well-
All I gotta say is someday they'll have NFS for the nice iPhones.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't think Apple's gonna make the jump. Like the whole AirDrop thing. Like they even if you watch the keynote, I'm not sure if you did or not. But the guy Craig Federighi that actually announced, was taking us through AirDrop. He even said you don't have to go like bumping your phones if you want to do it share with multiple people. You can just tap tap tap. So NFC, I don't think is a direction they're trying to go. I think they're trying to defend it that they're not
It'll
going
be
that way.
interesting that in the end, Apple is starting to bend. Have you noticed? I don't know if you looked
yeah.
at the new Mac, the Pro, Mac Pro.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Do you notice what it has in it? The one thing that Steve Jobs swore he would never put inside of a Mac
Hasselwood?
has USB 3.
No. I thought it was
Well,
all
some of the newer MacBooks have
Thunderbolts.
USB 3.
No, that's one of the things that when it first came out, he was not going to put USB 3. He was not going to continue with USB. Thunderbolt was the way to go. This is a huge
Well, they had last year. The Mac I have, that was a big deal. They added USB 3.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying that, but their Mac Pros weren't going to have it. They weren't all going to be Thunderbolt because they were faster. They were this, they were that, and
Yeah.
now we're seeing this regression back towards, and it's becoming more like I think more like an iMac in the fact that you really can't upgrade it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I
Well,
have against
dude.
it.
I don't know. Well,
You should do a full show on this right now because that's
Yeah, we
actually-
should. Yeah.
okay, fine. I'm gonna record it. Might as well put out a couple of shows.
Let's do next week's show right now so that I can, you
Oh
can
yeah,
have
that's
it-
right. We still got to do that other one on how to update your
we'll
profile.
figure that out some
We
time.
said we were gonna do it next week.
I know we did.
Anyways,
Next week came and we found other things to talk about. How many
We'll
times have
upload
we
it
done
eventually.
that? Yeah, there's that free NAS upgrade that we talked about that we were going to do next week at 1.2.
oh yeah, that guy emailed somebody week. Hi, I'm Pox.
I'm Couch Guy.
I'm Yakko.
I'm CPU Kid.
My recording
System
machine
failure.
being slow. I'm joined by Couch Guy, Yakko, and CPU Kid, and we're continuing on our conversation about
New
Stuff.
Apple.
new Apple stuff.
New tech that's been
The new
announced.
generation of the forbidden
I brought
fruit.
up the what I find the most interesting, slightly offensive, and just appealing, or kind of unappealing, depending on how you look at it. The new jet engine by Apple. If you want to have your own twin prop bicycle or twin jet bicycle, you too can have your own new Mac Pro. Anyone who's seen pictures of it, it looks like a combination of those crazy fans by that guy who makes weird fan things and an ashtray. So
You know what it reminds me a lot of? Was that cube, the
Oh, the G4 Cube?
the G4 Cube.
Yeah, because it has the handle at the top.
Yeah, and it's a little.
if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, we're talking about the new Mac Pro.
Looks like a
Mac
vacuum
just
cleaner.
announced their new. They haven't put out a new Pro line for what is it, 6 years, 5 years, something like that. They haven't
Something
put
like
really a good
Yeah,
update.
they haven't done a real
And they've
update for like
just
7
now-
years.
Not only have they updated, they completely redesigned, and they basically turned it into like the iPod version of a Mac Pro. It looks about this tall,
You can't grate cheese with it anymore.
9.9
It's-
inches tall.
9.9. I thought it was more like 11 or
No,
12.
I mean, it's literally probably
It
like a
really
bottle of water.
is. It's a Mac Mini. Let's be honest. It's a Mac Mini with balls.
Yeah, but it's got like 12 core
It's got
Xeon.
12 balls. It's still okay. So here's what it is. It does have power, and no one's going to deny that. That damn thing is pushing the limit, and that's
Fire Pro
what it's
GPUs.
because the thing is going to have so much heat coming out of it that you basically could roast marshmallows on the top. But here's what I'm the issue with, and this is, and I think CPU Kid and I agree on this. You can't upgrade it. It is
Horrible.
now the iMac of Mac Pros.
No way, man.
It's
It's
the
like 3 little
professional Mac.
cards. You can just slam out a card and put in another one.
What card? For what?
Haven't you seen the cool little things on how it like comes together and everything?
I saw the entire demonstration. It went around. You saw the motherboard. You saw the 2 graphic cards. You saw the
SSD.
4 or 6 slots for
Yeah.
Yeah,
RAM.
there's four RAM
4
slots, yeah.
slots RAM. And then you have the SSD only, and it's not even true SSD.
You know what?
It's a new version of SSD that is a drop down.
No,
it
it's-
looks like triple
It,
RAM.
it's
slot.
basically just a PCI 1X slot for your SSD. Or for
I
their
don't, I don't
SSD,
deny
of
the
course.
fact it's cool. But here's what the problem is. Where am I going to put my Kona card?
What Kona card?
Where
Oh,
are you
it's going to
gonna
be
put your
Thunderbolt.
current hard drives?
Thunderbolt 2.0
But
is
there are those
PCI
folks who want
Express.
to have control over those things and want to have options. And the only way you have options in the PC or Mac world is by having a PCIe slot I can shove something into. Because that's the only one that gives me power to do what I want.
That's why they have the Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt is the
Well,
replacement for that.
So what you're telling me is that Mac just took a 15-year jump backwards to put
Well, I
in
mean,
They made everything external, basically, yeah.
on the
Exactly.
outside of the computer.
But-
See, I mean, Thunderbolt is really cool and all, but Mac and really Apple is all about simplicity. If you have, all these external display, I mean, that thing has 6 Thunderbolt ports, and they can each port can power 6 devices. So you can have up to 36, let's say, external drives. That's freaking awesome, but that's one cluttered setup, and Apple's always been about really
so-
clean designs.
I want clean inside their box and dirty on my desk.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
Seriously, it's a jump back in my opinion because now I've got to have I don't have
I don't
a
think
drive
so.
on the inside the thing. I have a drive on my desk.
because I think most people are going to want to have their NAS box or their rated storage anyways. They're not going to use the ones inside of the Macs anymore.
Has there been anything that moves faster externally than it does on PCIe?
The
Yeah,
Thunderbolts are just as
the
fast.
question, because
Faster? They're not.
The PCIs are closer to the CPU, so the PCI slot's always going to go faster.
Exactly. you can't get faster than inside the box. It's
That's
like you
true.
can't go faster than a wired connection. It's not going to happen.
Or as reliably.
Yeah.
Well,
And then I'm not saying it's a bad setup. I'm saying when you start removing these options, you start limiting what I can do.
Exactly. And I mean, another thing about Thunderbolt 2, I mean, besides being kind of, messy, it's very expensive. I mean, by the time you invest in a whole bunch of new Thunderbolt devices and Thunderbolt cables, each cable is like $40. So, I mean, granted, prices may come down, but not only do you have to buy the whole new Mac Pro, which you can't, upgrade your parts, you're probably going to have to shell out about $3,000 for this thing. You're going to have to buy all these Thunderbolt devices too, and those aren't cheap.
no, they are.
And
They're very
they-
expensive.
Are they 6? I can't remember what it was. Is it 6 isolated Thunderbolt buses, or are they a shared bus?
It's a shared
Is it
bus.
like-
There's three controllers that each controls
Okay,
two ports.
so it's not quite as bad as original USB, where it was like you had all one bus, but you may have
Yeah.
had 6 ports, but it was all talking through one bus.
Yeah.
So it's not quite that bad. But, I like it. I like the look of it. I like the thoughts of it.
I think
Did
it
you
all
see
depends on the price.
I
If
didn't
it's
see a
if it's
price tag.
priced right, then
If it's hitting in the 2,000 area instead of the
It's a
10,000
Mac. It's always going to cost more than
No,
what it's
seriously.
worth.
When you start stripping out features, you better be dropping your price. Because when
Yeah.
you take away these things, you better drop the price.
But I totally predicted it. They said it's going to be the PC that's made in America. They were saying they were going to have something
I
made in
think
America. I was like, oh, it's going to be the Mac Pro, and they're probably going to take out everything and make it all external, and they did.
Of course. Well,
Yep.
yeah, you can.
So
I think that this is also a way for Mac to try to, say, oh, look, see, we really didn't try and hide tax money. We weren't really trying to avoid paying taxes in the tune of 50 or 60 billion dollars.
So CPU kit, are we going to build ourselves a mock Hackintosh Pro? We'll get like a little micro ITX card and put it in a little vacuum cleaner tube and
Of
a little
Boeing
triangle.
747.
I mean, I'm sure it's gonna happen. Like, someone out there is gonna gut
Triangle.
one of these new Mac Pros and put some crazy motherboard in that doesn't fit, but they're gonna make it work with the new Mac Pro case.
I say we take an airplane engine and we put it down.
I do like the fact that it's got I do like the whole vortex vacuum technology that they're going to use for cooling. That's kind of a
Yeah,
it
the whole
actually does
center
make a
is
lot of
cool.
sense.
Dyson idea. I wonder if Dyson.
Well, you see a lot of the newer cases now. They're all going up. They're like if you I
you
guess look
can't
at
go up.
the Fortress case. I don't remember what brand it is, but it's the video cards go up instead of sideways, so that all the
Yeah,
air's going upward.
Well, it's because they're.
All for
I think
cooling.
they're trying to find a better, more efficient way. Because obviously the cube cases that we've had, they've pretty much they've done about the best they can do. When they're starting to see that some of the air cool are still doing better than water cooling. So they're, we've got to find a new method of getting air around. I think the triangle is the next method.
It's not a bad method. I actually came up with that idea a long time ago, but obviously I wasn't, I couldn't build the thing. But
I think if you just make it part like food cooker, part microwave, it's got enough microwave radiation inside of it. You could cook a hot pocket. So that would be like the Geek Express thing. That if you could funnel the heat through a channel, you could put your hot plate in there and cook yourself some hot
that's our
pockets
next
while
one.
you're
We'll make the computer toaster. We'll just
That's the hack.
You know
by the
what?
way, by the
We
way.
told
Once
people-
we get this damn thing, the hack is going to be we're going to pull the core out, put a hot plate in there, and we're going to make eggs and bacon inside of the.
It sounds like the PS3 all over again with the George Foreman grill.
Yeah, so we actually said in our promo video
Pocket for
like
eggs in the middle.
that we were going to hack a toaster, even the toaster. So we have to do it at some point. We said it, so it has to be done.
This could
Well,
be
there
it,
are some
man.
new electronic toasters. We could probably, what could we do?
We
to
could
a
make
toaster?
videos with it.
Hey,
There
if
you go.
if the Mac Pro is going to look like it's made to make eggs, it's got
I'll
to
make some eggs with it.
crack an egg in the middle of it and just
All right, that's enough of our rant on the Mac Pro.
Hey, it's going to be fun. It's going to be nice. We want to see a price tag. I think that's what determines it.
mhm.
'Cause it's
Yeah,
really hard
exactly.
for me doing pro editing to not be able to put what card I want in there and to have to buy an external device.
I think that they're not really going for they're obviously not going for the super high end people anymore because they've given up on Final Cut.
Well,
Yeah.
So they're going for
when you
the.
shoot yourself in the head, what do you expect?
So they're going for that medium ground where, you know, it probably does 90% of what people want.
Probably a red.
Yeah, I mean,
Edit.
even like me, I mean, I use Final Cut Pro 10. It works well for what I do, but I just edit for like YouTube and for the internet. You know, I'm not making movies with it. So, I mean, and you know, for the Mac Pro, it's going to be awesome. Like you said, like it's going to do what 90% of people want to do with it. But at the same time, I can, you know, the Mac Pro is going to have Ivy Bridge E processor. It's going to have FirePro GPUs. I can build myself a Hackintosh for those same specs for probably half the price, and it'll be just fine. So and it'll be
Exactly.
upgradable. Upgradable.
Macintosh is selling their
About
name
the
too
Adobe
much.
Creative Cloud.
Yeah. Anyways,
Little bit.
post in the comments below what you guys think. Please subscribe to our show, and also to
What do you
CPU
think about the
Kids.
design? I want to know about the
I
design.
like the design.
Design's awesome.
We're excited to find something we could not use.
I think
because of all
they're-
the specs.
I think they're testing the waters. They're putting it out there and seeing what people want to pay for it, and then they'll
Yeah.
announce the price.
I will point
True.
out that this is also the very first design change that's happened post death of,
Jobs.
founder. Ever since Jobs. So this is really a big deal because design-wise, Steve Jobs was a very, very big, on elegant, clean, and things like this.
What did they
Yeah.
say? Can't innovate my ass or something was
Yeah,
was the
Phil
quote.
Schiller said that, yeah.
I think their next computer is actually going to be an Apple. You know,
Why not?
Chunk it out of it.
There you go. All right, see you guys next week.
Enjoy.
Yeah, it would
the
be kind of
Mac
nice
Pro.
to hack the crap out of that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. I'd like to say, I just can't wait to see the price.
So
I
it's
think we'll be shocked. I think it'll be a $10,000 or $12,000 price tag again.
the Haswell CPUs are supposed to be pretty low power, not very hot. But the GPUs, on the other hand,
Yeah, dual FirePro
Well, they're
GPUs.
They're also pumping, that new brand of SSD they're doing. It's not a normal SSD. That's a new SSD thing.
yeah, but
So-
they
PCIe.
have SSDs on the PCI. So what are they doing? Because I haven't actually seen them.
Well,
I saw a card.
how many times faster do they say it is on their
It's
stuff like in
60
the
times faster than a standard SATA drive.
well yeah
So which makes
Well, yeah,
it 60
because
times
the
faster than an
SATA
SSD.
3, the SATA 3 bus can read up to, I think, 600 megabytes per second. Their SSD is claiming 1.25 gigabytes per second.
Yeah, I think it's 6 times faster.
so it's 3 times faster than what's in like my MacBook Retina, which does 500.
Yeah, if you're to use
Yeah.
like a SATA 3 based solid state, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious about how much, suddenly we go from being able to put a terabyte inside of our machines to being able to put 500 gigabytes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
External.
Yep.
I
think
wonder how
we'll all be
reliable that
using
SSD is going to be, though, because like there's
They
still
tend to be pretty
reliability.
reliable.
It's, the
I
solid
have an
chip base.
SSD in mine. It's done pretty good so far, but I keep
Yeah.
reading reviews. Like the reviews say, like they go
when they're
out.
gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on which ones you get because you don't get a warning. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, see, like I have an
And there's-
Intel solid state drive in my machine now, and I freaking love it.
There's almost no recovery too. When they're gone, it's just
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, because there's no spinning disc to go try and manually turn.
yeah.
It's-
So yeah, we got to make one of these things.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, once the
with
Ivy
the
Bridge, I
specs
think
we
what they're
saw-
waiting on are the Ivy Bridge chips to come out. The Xeons aren't ready yet.
Well, yeah. Well, we wouldn't be able to make one with a Xeon
Yeah, because
because
they've only got the i7s.
nobody's going to make a motherboard that's small.
Yeah, I
except
mean,
for
with
Apple.
my, I did a Mufasa, I called it Hackintosh build back in the day. I don't know if any of you guys saw it,
Yeah.
but it was a dual Xeon 12 core 24 thread machine. Like it was a Mac Pro. The thing was awesome.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. But again, you had to use the little bit older stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Socket
I wonder-
1366.
What about something like a
that makes me
server
wonder. I've
board
got
with
a Z-
multiple processors on there?
Yeah, that's what we used. It was
That's what he did. Yeah,
Okay.
SR2.
I've got 2 of them in our garage just lying around.
Does this
Hackintoshes.
mean that I can take my Dell 490 and since it's got a Xeon processor and turn it into a Hackintosh?
It depends the onboard controllers and everything, but probably, yeah. Just throw OS 10 on there. It might be kind of a process. You have to kind of know what you're doing, but you probably do.
So I'm lazy. I won't lie.
It's gotten easier. All these different utilities, and it's not that bad anymore.
9.9 inches, huh? Yeah, that'd be interesting. Machined aluminum enclosure.
Hey, have they released the new Adobe CC yet?
They haven't, have they?
No, they said
I
they were
haven't
going to be
heard
out
anything.
June. I'm going to look at it right now.
Hey,
and
you
see
know
if
what?
it's
They
out.
listened to us though, and they fixed it. So I went on a trip, and it let me automatically it automatically deactivated my other install remotely, so I could use it on my laptop. And when I got back,
good.
I just logged on, made me sign in again, and it deactivated my laptop.
By the way, when we're done streaming, don't leave. I have a code for you guys. Save you $200
Oh,
on something for free.
anybody watching the comments?
I was looking at it for a second, then I turned it off. Do you work for Apple? No. I don't think we've had anything recently.
Okay, so this guy said that you sold him on an iPod Touch, Rob.
Boom. Where's my commission, Apple?
Skype didn't work at all. What? Oh, on his phone? I didn't even try it on mine.
Yeah, Skype does not work on Mavericks. It does just crashes. It's horrible.
Huh.
And they need to update it. That's the problems I was having. I was booted into Mavericks at the time.
Huh.
And like Skype
Uh-oh.
launches, but it's just artifacty and it's horrible.
Interesting. So Adobe Premiere or CS6 shows it has updates, but it doesn't say that it has a new version to install yet. There's a lot of updates to install, though. I wonder if it's new.
Let's see.
You know what? I'm gonna put it. Let me see if I can open my email. You ready to kill the streaming, or you want to keep doing the streaming for a little longer?
We got
Oh, wow, there's a lot more than I thought.
seven viewers, which
Oh well, might as well keep talking then.
isn't a
I
whole
can
lot,
talk
but
all night. Are you kidding? 7
If you want
viewers,
us-
that's more than.
it depends on how long the delay is. But if you guys want us to keep going, let us know now, or we're gonna end the stream here in like a couple minutes.
All right, let's see.
Yeah,
I'll
post
look
your
at my email
post
and
your
I'll-
comments and
I'll
questions
just post it in there.
ASAP.
Gmail.
I've gotten
Open.
like 4 hours of sleep in the past 3 days, so I'm tired.
I didn't know you had an infinite home. Oh. All right. So, I am not promising that this is going to be everything that I'm going to write in the text bar for you, because I was part of a beta, and they sent this lovely code for a
Ooh,
free version of the software.
ooh.
Yes.
So I don't promise it'll work for you guys because it may be somehow keyed off my email. But here, I'll just put this in the. I'll copy and paste into the bar.
So I think I need to upgrade this streaming machine that I built 3-4 years ago.
There.
What's it running
There
inside?
is a lovely gift from me to you.
It can't quite handle the YouTube stream.
What kind of hardware you got in there?
It's not bad. Oh, actually, you know what? I have upgraded it. It's been my backup machine. So I upgrade my main machine. This becomes the next down the line
Oh,
thing.
gotcha.
So it's a 3 gigahertz i7, 16 gigs RAM. It's got an SSD in it. It's not that bad actually.
Okay, well that sounds way too much
was
to
gonna say,
handle
it's
a
like-
YouTube stream. What
Sounds more
GPU are
powerful
you
than
rocking in
anything
there?
I have.
What graphics card you got in there?
I think that's my holdup. I think I need a better graphics card because I was doing this during the winter on my other machine, which has a newer graphics card, and it didn't even have a hiccup or drop any frames when I was doing 1080p streaming.
So I must be using the GPU more.
Yeah. And this one's like maxing out the CPU right now, and it's around 28 frames instead of 30. So it's, and I'm trying to switch between our different videos, and it keeps delaying.
Gotcha. What broadcast software are you using?
Wirecast.
Yeah, Wirecast. Yeah, that kills your CPU. I use that too.
Huh.
Eats it all up.
Do you still have a Boinks account or software? Do you still use
I
that
do,
at all?
but you know what? They pretty much gave up on it. They announced version 2.0 3 years ago and haven't come out with it yet. So,
No.
They just gave up. Wirecast is like years ahead of them. So,
Yeah, Wirecast is really nice. You can do so much cool stuff with it.
but I don't know. Wirecast still could use some improvements.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's kind of confusing to use at first too. You really have to get the hold of it.
Well, I think the biggest issue is they turned on the live previews of the streams of like your different sources, and I think that's what's killing it now.
Yeah.
I don't. There's no option to turn it off.
Yeah, that's what's it right there.
I just realized that when I was looking at it, because it was working pretty good.
Well, there's a question there for you. Should I install Mac OS X Maverick on a new Hackintosh?
I would say, I mean, it's fun to experiment around. I mean, it does work. Like I got everything working, like displays, network, audio. Like it works just like a real Mac. But not all your apps are going to work with it. Perfect example, Skype. Skype doesn't work with it. Just a few things here and there. It's going to be buggy. It's a day one release, so it's fun to mess around with on a different partition, but don't use it as your main installation. Use Mountain Lion for that.
So you got it set up on just a second partition, and you're just running it that way?
Yeah, yeah. Right now I have it dual booted with. I'm in Mountain Lion now. Then I also have a Mavericks partition.
Huh. I want to try it just because of like I don't know. They kind of already had it before though, where you could use the displays, the multiple displays for like Apple TV and stuff.
Yeah, the multiple display port is really nice because before, like, if you do you use like spaces at all the different spaces that you can swipe between. Yeah, now you can switch. Each monitor is a different space. So like I can have say 2 spaces on my left monitor and 1 on my right. So like when you move spaces, your whole desktop doesn't move. It's just one monitor. You can also have your dock on both displays, your menu bar on both displays. So it is really nice. They added a lot of cool improvements there.
There you go.
But I mean, other than all Finder, so it's like basically an Explorer window or a Finder window that has tabs in it. So it's pretty neat.
Racing Boy fan says, "Don't end." But we've got 6 viewers now. We lost one.
Uh-oh. Now, see, that's the doom sign right there.
So we've got 102 playbacks. What does that even mean if we've only got 6 viewers? That means there's a lot of people that are not watching that were.
Yeah. They probably like logged off and said, "See you next week."
I'm interested in how much this gives
only said it 3
boost
times.
to your videos.
What was that?
I'm interested in how much it gives a boost to your video when it stops being alive and it goes on to the to normal YouTube land.
Mm-hmm.
You start with 200 views.
That's
Yeah.
Versus starting from 0 and you
Yeah.
because you already start with all these comments. You start with everything, so you've got to be make
I think
happy.
the problem with this is the attention span. Like if you look at the chart for like the attention, it like probably goes off right away.
People bounce in, bounce out, bounce in, but that doesn't matter as much as the view count, because your view count sometimes is what matters to people in the rating system. If your view count, it automatically gets you a head start in the ratings.
Like, did you put out your Mavericks video yet?
What was that?
Did you put out your Mavericks video yet?
Oh yeah, that's been up.
I've been working. I haven't seen it. So I mean, like, I'm sure you got quite a bit of traffic from that because you were like one of the first people to get it out, right?
Yeah. Let's see. I uploaded it yesterday at 4:30 p.m. Yeah, it's up to about 2,900. 2,900 views.
Yeah.
But actually, the iOS first look, the iOS 7 has over that, so I find that surprising.
That's weird. Well, there's a lot more iOS users.
That's true, yeah.
Didn't we need like 40K to go to E3? Come on, more. That'd be awesome.
I think we're fine with that.
One of our viewers wants to see the code that you posted, Couch Guy.
Wouldn't that be nice? If it weren't for the fact that it probably could be directly trailed back to me at some point, I would be happy to post it. But unfortunately, all I gotta say is go to Red Giant and buy their new software, or get their release finally, and it doesn't work.
Be happy.
Best of Divines or D3. He says that he saw 9 viewers. I see 7.
I saw 9 the first second, and then it went away. So
I
it
see
fluctuates.
6.
I see dead people.
Do you? That's scary.
Anyways, thank you for everybody who's viewing or has been viewing. We'll be back next week.
Dedication.
Yeah.
Or, well, I guess Couch
might
Guy's
not.
not.
I may not. It depends on what happens. I'm not promising to be back next week because I plan on going to eat pizza on my new house's porch.
You're
Stare
gonna
out there.
You're gonna sign the papers.
I won't
and
have
you're
electricity, but I will have a house.
you're gonna go out there with a tent and camp out in front of it. And,
Yeah, I'll be like, this is mine. I own this now. I just went in debt again for 30 years for this thing.
that's what we did with our house. We literally camped out inside of it with no electricity or water.
That's exactly what we're going to go out there. We're going to go get some, Little Caesars pizza, and we're just going to go camp out and put a stain on the carpet.
Put a
It
stain
sounds
on
like
the
it's gonna be
carpet.
hot. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be hot.
Oh yeah.
I'm hot right now. It's hot.
I'm dying.
You guys, how hot has it been in the River City?
90s.
Yeah.
Holy
Go
crap.
look at what the previous temperatures where I'm at have been. Last couple days. I think we've hit higher.
Really?
Not that I'm complaining because it's better than snow. But
Oh
it's
my
been
God,
hot
yeah.
down here too.
Yeah, but I freaking hate
And there has
snow.
been no freaking rain. I don't know if you guys. There's not much rain that happens in Riverton anymore, but there's been no rain.
Actually, it's been on and off.
We get a lot of rain. Actually,
We haven't got anything, so.
a lot of threatening
Yeah.
storms when we're on top of buildings.
Well,
Yeah, over here on the East Coast, we've had tons of rain.